I'm on. Okay, hi guys, thank you guys here. Welcome back to the video. If you are new, be sure to subscribe. I know I can't just tell you to subscribe when you haven't even watched the video. Just watch the video and then at the end, if you like the content, subscribe and also hit that like button. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my video. Today, I'm going to talk about the Motorola One 5G Ace. Let's get to the video. All right, so I picked up Motorola One 5G Ace. I mean, it's cell phone season. I mean, cell phones are just dropping like flies. I mean, everybody's announcing new cell phones. Google has announced the Google Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. Samsung is bringing out the Z Flip and the Z Fold 3, which I want to do a review on, but goddamn, it's about $1,000. All right, calm down. Okay, so but I will do all those reviews as well. But this is what I could get my hands on right now, and is the Motorola One 5G Ace. Now, let's talk about the phone in its entirety. So right out the box, you pretty much get your standard packaging, nothing too serious, just one sliding, slit it with the knife, and then it's opened up, you know, yada, yada, yada. You have your instruction manual, you have the USB cable, you have your charging brick, which is a 10-watt charging brick, and you have the cell phone as usual. So this cell phone I got is the hazel silver color. It comes in different tiers of colors depending on what color you want to get. As a matter of fact, I didn't even care to pick. I just picked out the color because I wanted to get the phone and see what the phone has. So color to me doesn't really matter. Although if I'm picking out a cell phone that is going to be my go-to cell phone, then color becomes a thing because I don't want to look at something that I don't want to look at. Does that make sense? All right, let me stop. Okay, so right out the box, you have a 6.7-inch phone with the camera. It has a quad camera, 48 megapixel quad, 24 megapixel wide angle, and it has a 16 megapixel front-facing camera with your LED flash. So as far as the screen goes, you have that FHD screen. I don't even know if it's not 60 hertz or 120 hertz. Of course not. You have your Snapdragon 720 speed, and this one is the unlocked version of the phone. So I don't have to bother about carrier because this phone pretty much will take any carrier: AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Boost Mobile, Metro PCS, whatever. And I've seen people complain about the phone because if you're buying the phone for US base, then people tell you, oh, especially T-Mobile users complain that they try to use, sorry, I said no. Okay, Metro PCS users complain because Metro PCS kind of was bought by T-Mobile, so they thought maybe it would work with them. I'm here to tell you that it does work with Metro PCS. All you have to do is just call your provider and then they will set it up for you, or just go to Metro PCS store and just have them do it there for you. But if you have Metro PCS, you are just as eligible as people who have T-Mobile. But that's for T-Mobile users also. Anyway, that's by the wayside. So spec, like I said, you have that Snapdragon 750 IP water resistant. I mean, I haven't tested that water resistant feature. No one cares to test that stuff anymore. I mean, if you say your phone is water resistant, we just take your word for it until you go into the ocean or you go into the pool and then your phone just dies. And that's when you be like, oh, yeah. But that's yeah, so that's it. So you have 10-watt charging cable, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is impressive because when I got this cell phone, I got it 3 days ago. I just put it on, didn't even care to use it enough to be able to give you full, extensive, complimentary and praise you know, the brilliance of this phone. But really, I've used so many devices that this phone is really not impressive. Just a couple of stupid gestures here and there and I'm already pissed off already. I just took the phone down. So I have 3 days with this phone and right now it's at 15%. So when I got the phone, it was at 43%, if I remember exactly. Yeah, 43%. And then it dropped to 20 the next day. So, and then today, that's 2 days, 1, 2, and then 15. Shit, yeah, so 15%. So yeah, do the math. It makes sense. 3 days, 15%, and still counting. That's impressive. But that is because I don't use the phone at all. Pretty much there is nothing on this phone. Look, there is no SIM in there. But I got to say though, the color of the phone, it has really smooth colors. The screen is impressive as far as the themes and everything with the phone. Don't get me wrong, I don't use Android for nothing. And then the smart gestures of the phone just turn me off. Pretty much there's a smart gesture that have you click on the bottom and swipe out for Siri. No, I say Siri, my bad. For what's this?
According to Apple support, on your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, go to Settings, go to Siri and Search, and tap Siri and Dictation History.
Shut up.
Then tap Delete Siri and Dictation.
Okay, so that of itself, it's a turn off. You have to click the bottom and then swipe. See, now I did it. See, now it took me straight to my apps. That's not what I did. What the hell is going on? All right, so the camera, okay, you know what, whatever. The camera just came on. But you get what I'm trying to say. The smart gestures of the phone are really not all that smart. It's really more like putting you in a bind because no one will ever use these smart gestures that this phone comes with. I mean, bottom of the screen, swipe, and then bottom right, and then swipe. I think the only gesture that made sense to me was when you switching in between apps, you can just swipe the screen, right, swipe the screen, left, and it just changes, goes forward, goes backward, switches in between apps. But that's about it. I mean, every cell phone does that right now. So pretty much this version of this phone comes with a 128GB hard drive, 6GB RAM, which is okay. I mean, most phones now are going 12GB RAM. Probably most phones even have 32GB RAMs with like laptops. But 6GB RAM is okay. For a budget smartphone, I have to say that it does a decent job of giving you that smartphone features. I mean, most people buy phones. Honestly, if I do a survey, I pretty much know that a lot of people buy cell phones for the cameras, not really for anything else. Really, the moment they see 48 megapixel camera, aperture 2.5, oh, they're jumping on it right away. All they want to do is have a nice face, smile, and blur background, Instagram, and they're good to go. No one cares about the specs of any phone anymore. But people like us, tech YouTubers, it's our job to care about these things, because if we don't care enough to speak out on it, then you guys will have shitty devices to look forward to. So you should thank us. It's really not. I mean, right now, I have no script for this video. No script. I just do what I do. So that's pretty much it. So my take on the phone, my final score is, for a budget smartphone, it's a solid 7 over 10 for a budget smartphone. I like the fact that the price is directly proportional to the specs of the phone. Interchanging the ratio makes it it balances out. You get what I'm saying? The ratio of the price is directly proportional to the ratio of the specs. So you get in the spec of the phone for the price you're paying for. Does that make sense? It does make sense. Of course it does make sense. Come on now. Come on now. I'm a stable genius. I mean, come on now. So don't expect to have anything other than this when you buy a cell phone that is $350 to $400. That's facts, because you're trying to eat your cake and have it back, and that's not possible. You want to get a highest price spec phone, go get a phone that is costing you $1,000 upward. No one will say anything for that. You will get all the features you need. And then if something goes wrong or is something you don't like, then you can complain because you're spending $1,000 and above. Even if in the near future, spending $1,000 on a cell phone will be the new low, if you get what I'm trying to say, because cell phones will be in the 10,000s. Bad time to be poor. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just saying, please subscribe. I mean, you can take subscribers from all those big channels, right, and bring them here. Just give me like 10,000. Come on now. And then we'll go from there. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button at the end or whatever. And then, yeah. I'll see you in my next video, man. Peace.